Hi, my name is Claudia Forward, and I'm a vibrational freedom coach. And what this really means is that I guide you back to a space so that you can serve from the spaciousness that is deep within your soul, from the purity of your essence, so that you can serve more people, so that you can impact more people, also impacting yourself and creating more magical moments within your everyday life, so that you can divine in harmony and move in harmony through your natural essence in the normality of life, as well as in the fabulousness of, just, I don't know, different connections and all things like that. So what I'm here to speak to you about is around protecting your space and gridding up your space. So one of the really key things, so I don't really connect so much to I need to have boundaries and borders and and things like that. And yet, in the same token, they're actually really, really useful when particularly when you're in the space where you are tuning into more of an innocence, where you're reconciling further within yourself, reconciling through the purity of your heart, becoming more transparent with yourself, sharing the things or opening your eyes to that which you've held so private within yourself that it's not even a whisper for you. And so these are the times when you're going through that inner alchemization, that inner reconciliation, that inner redivining within your soul. These are the times where, in order to create a safe space around you, it's so incredibly important. And the times for me where I personally believe are most important are when you're sleeping, because you don't know what's going on. You've got different aspects. You can be going astral traveling. You can be going whatever thought you have when you go to bed. You're also you're amplifying that. Not only that, you've got the thoughts that you had the previous night at the previous version of yourself that you're going back to bed with. So you're kind of hopping into bed and you're sleeping with last night's version, last week's version, 2 weeks ago's version, and the old version of self. So you're kind of wrapping them up as a blanket so they can infuse into this new purified version of self. So your bed is the most important space to clear and purify over any space that you're in, because you're in there however many hours every single day. Now, not only that, if you are sharing a bed with someone, you're also receiving their energies as well. So if you're reconciling a new perception, a new purified version of self, if you're rising through the innocence within your heart that is and always has been, and allowing that to dissolve the outer perceptions of who you've manifested to be in this world, well, you're also then taking on their things. So protecting your space and gridding up yourself so that you can walk around within your own purified energy and have that spaciousness for yourself is incredibly important. And I personally believe go do it, because you're the one that's living your life. So eventually, though, where you want to get to is that this new version of purity and of innocence within you is so bright and is so light that actually is very little can knock you off kilter. When you get to that stage, that's when you don't need for that version or for that that vibrational frequency that you've been stepping into within the purity of your essence. That's when those are the moments where you don't necessarily need as much of the protection around you, because your light is the protection. And that's the truth of the matter is, your light is your protection. So shine your light brighter from within the depths, from within the depths of your soul, from within the spaciousness within your heart, from the purity of your essence, from that space, not from this space, not from out here. It needs to come from deep within each and every one of your cells. That's where it will, oh my goodness, it becomes gold. It is gold. So what I want to share with you here today, or what was requested for me to share with you today, is to actually give you some little practices that you can do around protecting and gridding up your space. So let's stay in the bedroom, because why not? Because that's where we started. So one of the key things that I would invite you into within your bedroom is, firstly, of course, bring in some light, bring in fresh air, bring in movement within your room. So you could even actually clear with your hands and clear the air with your hands. So now the air and the old thoughts, and you set the intention that you're going to clear the room and clear the space with your hands, and you're going to guide the previous version of self, the old version. You're going to guide that version out through the window. And you're going to allow the light to come in and stream through. And if there is no light that's streaming through for your bedroom, if it happens to be dark, visualize the light. Intend that you're receiving the light, that the sunlight is actually coming through, the golden rays from our sun, our central sun. And so allow that to come through. So as you're clearing the energy out, allow the golden rays of the sun to come in. Clearing out, sun comes in. Clearing out, sun comes in. And just, even if you tune in to the frequency of what is happening here now, the sun's coming in and it's streaming into each and every corner within your space, within your room. And as the sun streams in, it also breaks up any density that was in the room, that was within the space, and allow that to move out through your space. What we're now going to do is we're going to allow the sun to come in and come through the space and move through the items and the objects that are within your room, clearing them also, purifying them, clearing the old version of self from these objects and these items. And once you do this, I want you to now stand in that space and feel the difference in the room. So here's where it's really key to always continuously come up and create measurements and metrics of success for yourself. So know how it feels before and how it feels afterwards. And what you will find is that more than likely, so for example, for me, when I tune into this, it's like, so, and like I'm doing it in my room as we speak at the moment, it's like my spine grows taller and my shoulders drop and my jaw drops. So they're my signs. So know what your signs are when you come in and you are clearing that space. Okay, so now, next thing that we're going to do, you may even choose to bring in a frequency, the Schumann resonance, which is the pulse beat of the Earth's frequency. You may even choose to decide to play that in there, which is really nice. And you could even play that during the day in your bedroom, so it also helps clear it out. Now, what we're also going to do now is intend that the frequency within your mattress, within your blanket, within your pillow, within your everything, and your sheets, your headboard, if you have a headboard on your bed, that also is cleared. Okay, so with that in mind, I want you to infuse and visualize infusing your bed with diamond light frequencies. Diamond light frequencies. Okay, infusing your bed with diamond light frequencies and clearing out the mattress, clearing out the springs. If you've had past partners in there, they're clearing out with this too. That's it. And now making sure that you get the headboard and also your pillow. Because see, your pillow, you're laying on your pillow, which means what you're actually doing is you're laying on yesterday's thoughts. You're laying on yesterday's, all the things, all the worries that you had. You're laying on the past. You've got to clear your bed. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so clearing that out. And now what we're going to do is we're now going to visualize. And again, like use your hands to scoop it out. You will begin to feel the energy. And it's interesting because I've got a window right there. And it's like I'm actually clearing the energy here out through into that window, which feels really, really nice. And you'll start to feel like, so what ends up happening with my hands is, well, you can see, oh my God, it looks like a hat. What ends up happening with my hands and my palms, the center of my palms start to become really light. That's so cool. Sorry. The center of my palms start to become really light, and you'll start to feel the vibration within the center of your palms. So this then means that you can actually really like tune into that light. Know that each of you have that light within your palms and allow that to clear. Now, what we're going to now do is visualize the sun streaming in and coming in now and breaking up even further the old energy and the past energy from within your bed. Clearing that out. Beautiful. Clearing that out. Amazing. And now, once again, we want to always measure how we go, measure how it feels. Stand in front of your bed. Feel it. How does it feel now? Take a breath. Soften your shoulders. Allow your spine to rise. Allow the exhale to be there. This is not something to be rushed. It's not like, oh, okay. Bum, 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 bum. No, this is something to like sort of really know the resonance and tune into the resonance of it, of what you're doing. You're clearing the energy. You're purifying the energy for your divine soul, for your magical being, the magical being that you are, so that you can lay down in a bed of freshness and rise up through the purity of your essence. Yeah, that's what you're doing to alchemize the purity within your heart and soul each and every night. You want to set this up for yourself. You so want to set yourself up like this. And see, what then happens is you lay down on the bed and it will be like a cloud, diamond light, beautiful cloud. So now what we're also going to do is I want you to visualize the space, the room around you, because like, particularly when you are, again, as we said, alchemizing a new level of purity, a new frequency within your essence, where you're alchemizing a new concept, a new way of viewing the world. That's when we are actually more sensitive and more open to other energies coming in, because it's like sort of suddenly we've been cleared. Or if you've been through a purge, we've suddenly been cleared and there's this gaping area there. It's like, well, we want to kind of fill that up with our own light and our own purity, but we're still getting used to it from a human point of view as to what that new energy is. So now what we're going to do is in the room around you, well, if it's a cube, set up a cube, a crystal cube around you. And within the walls of the cube, visualize diamond light coming in through the walls of the cube. And now know, sense, and feel that cube it creates a protection around your space. And naturally and automatically, there are only beings of the highest vibrational, of the highest light that are able to move through that cube. Create your intention very, very mindfully. And only if it serves you in this very moment, in this very night, in this point in time, for them to come through. This is not about inviting any spectators in just because they want to watch and go, I wonder what she's doing. I wonder what he's doing. Let me just check. Let me watch what's going on. No, no, no. This is not about that. This is about you. This is only for those, only allow those to come in, those beings to come in, those your guides, your light beings, your star sisters, star brothers to come in if they can help and serve you in this moment. If not, stay away. This is your energy. This is for you. Yeah. So I would love for you to practice this and give it at least 7 days to see, sense, feel what the difference is. Now, my invitation to you in this practice is you've got a few things which I'd love for you to measure. And one is how the room feels before you do the practice and how it feels after you do the practice. Then, how do you feel when you go to bed and how do you feel when you wake up? And just practice it. Now, don't write a sonnet. This is about, like, say, a one-liner, a few words or anything like that, because the purpose of it is now at the end of the week, what I want you to do is go in and look at all of the befores and all of the afters. And from that, what do you learn? What have you noticed? What's different? Have you been able to alchemize something more quickly? Have you been get curious with it? Have you what's changed in your relationships? What's changed in your sleep? Are you able to sleep more soundly? Are you able to do you wake up with new ideas, with new perceptions? What are your relationships like? What is the result? So play with this, and I would love so much so to hear from you as to how this divines for you in your life and how this actually opens up things for your own sleep and for your own integration of the new energies and of the new purity of the innocence that is available and is part of you. So I send you so much love and I look forward to what this does for you. Mwah! Sending you so much love. Bye.